Shit. Hello, can anyone see me? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Someone give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, anyone? No one's watching already. Maybe some. There's someone. Anyone watching? One thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up or anything. Is anyone watching? Can anyone see? Yeah, there's some emoji. Okay, here we go. I don't know when Junker's going to show up. We have quite a bit to talk about if Junker shows up today. It might be a long show, it could be a short show. Okay, so remember our sponsor here, Jim Swanson, for all your hunting land needs over a lot of Wisconsin hunting land, like your deer hunting land, and I think there's like turkey hunting land, and maybe some parcels with morel mushrooms, but maybe the season's over for the mushroom hunting land. And so, yeah, like I said before a few times, I'm not collecting the money. He's giving the money to charity, our sponsor here, so, which is a good thing. So, and I couldn't remember which episode this is. I want to say about the 16th or 17th episode, and so I just put it the today's date, and I think it's the 3rd of June, June 3rd, 2020. Well, whatever day it is here, I don't even know anymore. So yeah, remember our sponsor, and if you can, share our video, hit the share button on the social media. Once again, I don't really write anything down, so I never know what the heck I'm gonna talk about, and hopefully our co-host shows up. So you never know all the muckety mucks we're going to talk about, the people we're going to talk about. We've had some, well, he hasn't been here for a while. I'm trying to think the last time he was here, because last week it was just me and I talked about, well, what did I talk about? I don't know, I'd have to go back and look. And we're going to talk about, one thing I remembered. For some reason I was musing about the show What's Happening, and I don't know why I was thinking about this today, but remember that time the show, they had that episode on the show What's Happening, and the Doobie Brothers came on, and Rerun, someone convinced Rerun that he had to hide the tape recorder in his clothing, and he bootlegged the whole concert of the Doobie Brothers, and I kept thinking, oh, what a fool believes, Rerun. Remember that episode? And the tape recorder fell out of his clothing, and the Doobie Brothers totally busted him, and that's what I kept thinking, oh, what a fool believes, Rerun. And for some reason I kept thinking about that one episode of What's Happening, and maybe some of you guys kept thinking about that, and for whatever reason, I can't remember why I kept thinking about that one episode of What's Happening, and who knows why they had the Doobie Brothers on there. My head was kind of foggy today. And I've already walked that trail, that loop, twice here. I didn't do it today, but I did it yesterday morning in the original opening of Ye Old Green Bridge. And is it already broken down? Not broken down, but they had to do some have to do some testing tomorrow. You guys know about this. I think there's an issue with it. Not an issue. I think it's shut down tomorrow between 8 and 4. The new old bridge, I think. Why am I talking about the episode of What's Happening? So, at any rate, so, oh, it sounds like Junker's here. Come on in, the door's unlocked. Come on in.
Hey,
come on in.
Am I late again? No.
Well, a little bit. We just
Alright.
expect that. It's kind of like a shtick now in a way. So,
Oh, jeez.
you guys remember Scott Junker
Hi.
here? And did you ever watch that show, What's Happening? There was an episode where a rerun got busted. He was bootlegging.
Rerun. Was he like the skinny
He was
guy with the
he was
glasses?
the fatter guy.
Oh, he was the
Wearing
fat one? Who was the skinny one?
Raj.
Oh, Raj, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was Dee was the sister, and she was kind of snarky. And I don't know why I was thinking about that, but the rerun got in trouble because he was.
That's been a long time.
I don't know why I was
ago.
thinking about that this morning. And he had some guy convinced Rerun to record one of the Doobie Brothers concerts. And
You don't know me, but I'm your brother.
yeah, taking it to the streets.
That guy's been a backup singer for so many bands.
Everyone, back all the yacht rock songs back in the 70s, and I should have done a top 5 list back in all the yacht rock songs. I'm gonna do a yacht rock.
You know, that's a channel on my Sirius Radio.
Yes,
Yacht Rock.
it is.
Yacht,
It's
what is it? Yacht Rock?
Rock of the
Yacht
70s.
Rock.
You get on your
I like that. Yacht Rock.
Okay.
All right.
And the last
Cheers.
week, though, Scott, we've had kind of exciting
Ooh-wee.
time.
Good road trip.
A very exciting road tripping experience. Probably start with last week because with all the goings on over in the city, kind of sad times here.
Terrible.
In Minneapolis, we wanted to go check up on our good friend. We talked about him some other episodes. Our friend Cato Kalin over on University Avenue. But we went down University Avenue and we saw some of the looting going on. It was really sad.
Oh, the cops would go. We go down to University. The cops would be parked at a Napa store. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the looters are they were one step ahead of them. They're at the Napa store 1 block down the road, and then the cops would run down there, and then they'd go down to the next one, and it was just.
But we saw it for ourselves, and younger people, all groups, diverse crowd. I think
Very diverse.
Call that very diverse
Very
crowd.
polite, diverse crowd.
Very polite. We found out.
Waving at us.
One, and I shouldn't have done this, but I did. I did yell out to some young kids because I do need some brake pads for my cruise. I said, can you get me some brake pads for a 2011 Chevy Cruze? And the kid said, hold on, I'll go on and get you some. Meet me out back.
Go around the building.
Yeah, go around and I waved them off. But we found them to be polite. I don't know if that's a word we could use.
Well, the one girl was videoing the whole thing, and she's like winking. She's like, "Isn't this unreal?" I'm like, "Is that the word? Unreal?"
Yeah, or if you let them across traffic, they
kind of let you in. Then we had a little break, one of those break sessions with people. You know, you go, no, you go, no, you go. You know, and then they just said, "Well, you go."
Yeah, they were
Florida license plates.
Looting, and if you let them in traffic, they'd thank you for the looters for kind of.
Well, we wanted to be the kind ones too.
Yeah.
You know, as far as
we weren't looting, we were just
no looting.
We
had a full tank of gas. The windows half up.
The people at the TCF bank, they were breaking the windows, and we saw a lot.
Breaking the camera too.
The camera,
knocking the camera up the ceiling with like a hockey stick.
Yeah, we weren't there very long. Maybe we should, but we left right away. But
yeah, it was pretty bad.
We left, and then we've gone some other road tripping. We went up to Chetek.
Oh, Chetek, Wisconsin. Beautiful town.
Chetek, Wisconsin.
Beautiful town.
And they weren't practicing social distancing.
In the restaurant?
No social distancing.
Yeah.
People were hugging each other, and they were very friendly to us. And this was before everything opened up in Minnesota. Very
What
friendly.
was that? Is that a Sunday or Saturday?
Well, this was this weekend before stuff started opening up here in town, and very friendly, polite people once again, and they friendly, hugging, people.
Oh God, it was amazing.
And
Smoking
they're
outside
out,
there.
yeah, their outside patio, you could smoke there.
The
so-
heaters one after
Yeah.
another. And even the guitar player in the corner, you know, he didn't care. He was right up to that microphone. He
Yeah.
was like, ah,
Yeah,
what's going on up there? Who's
Yeah.
somebody's in?
on edge,
Like a
everyone's
racetrack.
on edge here.
Oh, you got any bricks?
Yeah,
Oh, he's gone.
yeah. And I was just
Hi,
saying,
lady. There's that one lady again.
oh yeah, we got a lot of neighbors here, friendly neighbors here.
Two
Yeah.
thumbs up. There you go. What's her name? Mary?
I don't know, whatever. Though some of the neighbors, I don't know their names, they live further
Hey,
away.
if
We
you've
got
never
a
been to
couple.
Chautauqua, though, take
Yeah,
a
go
ride
to
to Chautauqua.
Chautauqua.
It's a
You
beautiful
should have bought a
place.
house 3 years ago when it was
Yeah.
only 90,000. Now it's going to be $190,000.
You know, I talked to the realtor yesterday. He says
Mm-hmm.
we looked at some creepy old house. I mean, it was cool. Needs a lot of work, and it's pending right now. But it was like something you'd find around here, like really old.
1880, very very
Yeah,
nice
it was
home.
cool.
Yeah. And then where else did we do? We went up to. We also went over to the B&L Liquors, not the bar over
The
the
Gubs,
B&L.
no,
Yeah.
the bike
Saturday.
stop. The next stop. Next stop.
And we were gonna call it, and I don't know if we should do this. We were gonna call it the Cato Kalin Award.
Oh God.
And
We got Catoed again. Friendly, having fun, drinking.
should we?
Gwen was there.
Yeah, we in Minneapolis a couple months ago, I don't know, we talked about being kicked out of the convenience store, and we got the Effenheimers thrown at us there too. But and so we call it the Cato Kalin
Look, I
Award.
looked just like Cato. Cato had the same hair and
Yeah.
that look, but he wasn't cool like Cato.
And so what happened here, Scott? We were about 5 o'clock on Saturday, and should we describe the crowd maybe too to kind of give you
50 Harley bikers, big guys with their girlfriends, and all having fun. And
just a calm.
I just paid my bill, and it was a heavy tip.
It was about 5 o'clock, and it was getting back to the riding in the area, and if I believe it, I just read on social media that the mayor of Hudson had sent a letter to the governor, Timmy Evers, is that his name, Timmy? A letter or something
Timmy
that
Evers.
he needed a National Guard presence down in Hudson because, of course, I-94 is a conduit from Chicago up to the Twin Cities, and he thought that, Hudson being the last stop to the Twin Cities, that a lot of ne'er-do-wells would be getting off and stopping in Hudson and causing trouble for the establishment, maybe. And he wanted a National Guard presence, and so
That was the mayor's doing, really? I didn't know that.
I think, and you guys know anything about this, but this is what I had read earlier, and so about 5 o'clock, and that's probably had something to do with that. The gal up there, one of the gals, the bartender, in a not so polite way, said, what did she say?
She was on the phone, and next day on, she was doing a lot of this, and then it was like, okay, everybody, with this kind of like, tough guy voice, and it was like, this is it, last call, 15 minutes, you're out of here, and we're like, what?
No, she used
The
F
Effenheimers,
word.
several of them.
Get the F
Yeah.
out.
Very, what do you do? I mean, she must have had some orders from up above, but
Yeah.
it was like, here's like 50 Harley guys there, all surrounding the perimeter, like Humvees,
Yeah, and some of those guys
Hells
had
Angels.
veteran
Yeah,
patches
veterans.
on. And of course we're thinking, well, what if you had said politely,
Yeah.
get the,
Can you guys drink up? And then they actually let everybody order one more, and then after we ordered, it was like, okay, now you gotta get the F or whatever out of here, and it was pretty, and then I called the other bar establishment owner down there in Hudson, friend of ours, and everybody's, and I said, hey, what's going on? And he's like, there's nothing going on here, whatever that information's coming from wasn't right, but at the end of the day, which it was the end of the day, we were out the door. running down to Maple Island and Stillwater.
Yeah, so the Cato Kalin Award, if you ever say get the F out, you
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
Cato Kalin Award.
If you say get the F out like more than once,
Yeah,
you're
that's
guaranteed
the
the
new
Cato
Yeah,
Award.
that's the Cato Kalin Award.
And it comes like this. There you go. There's your award.
Yeah, and we kind of found out too with the, not to pick on the 30 and under crowd, they don't necessarily use the best pragmatics with people. They don't say thank you.
Oh,
If you order
brutal.
something, they just give you something and walk away. They just say, hey, thank you or something. Well, whatever.
And
it's the same.
you hold the door open like I did the other day with the young, and she looked at it like I was gonna slam it on her. I go, hey, I'm just trying to do
yeah, it's so we're gonna all work on our pragmatics at all. So that's our new award, the Cato Kalin Award. And there you go. And here in Stillwater, and we should have had a gal, without saying her name, we got to have her on the show and kind of give an update on all the local joints here in town. And
She's ready.
She's ready, we think. We just haven't let her know.
She's too busy biking.
Yeah, and so on. And we're going to have her on and let her know what's going on. She'll let us know what's going on. We just have her.
She was on that loop at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday when it was open.
I ran into her. She's part of one of Stillwater's power couples.
Oh yeah.
And then where else? We were down in New Ulm. We were down there storm chasing. We got down there a little bit early, but we had some time to kill, Scott, and we went to a Catholic church.
Kind of accidentally when we saw
Yeah,
this
what
building,
happened there?
it didn't look like a Catholic church. It kind of was more of a, not of a steeple, but more of a square tower, wasn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, no,
So Miles was like, just go down there, go
German.
down there, go down there. And then we kind of drove by and we saw this guy all dressed in black and he had that white thing, you know, and I'm a Catholic, I should know what that's
I'm
called.
a Protestant.
What is that called, that thing, whatever, but
Protestant?
all that thing in your, you know,
Martin.
Protestant. But I'm kind of
No, I'm
staring at him.
Catholic.
I didn't want a guy like thinking I'm staring at him, so, you know, so I waved and he waved back and
Originally from Nigeria.
he was cool. So we pull in there and I'm like, you know what? I go to Miles, I'm like, wonder, I think that guy will let us go in there, because I, you know, growing up in a Catholic church, St. Michael's and all that stuff, and also we pull in and he's like, he's distancing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how you doing,
He
Father?
was worried about what?
He's worried about it. Kavad. What did he call it? The Kavad. The COVID. The
COVID.
The Kavad.
Yeah.
Yes, the Kavad. He had a different like word for it. It was very, very detailed.
Originally from Nigeria. So,
Yeah. So he brought us in there, this beautiful church, and it was like, wow. Well, you guys probably seen the video. didn't
Yeah,
you?
we had a video we posted yesterday.
And we're stuffing money in the little
Yeah.
envelope and the little, you know, the Catholics like
Donation.
that money, you know, they need
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But it was like, you know, it looked like I put like a 10, what did you put in there, 20?
yeah.
Wow, that was pretty good though. And then I got a rosary and whatever, but then this lady comes in and she's like, I'm gonna practice the organ. And he goes
Asking
up there,
us for if it's okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
play your big beautiful
But
organ. Yeah, we're
and
not
they
gonna
just
say
bought
no. They just bought it
2
like
years
2
ago,
years ago. Yeah.
big pipes. It's just like St. Mike's, but bigger. And it was, they invite us upstairs with them, and there's other parishioners in there, you know, talking to praying and stuff like that. But it was just like, watch the video. It was way better than what you saw there. It was really
Sometimes I talk too loud because I have a coach's voice, and I was in the army, you know, and you gotta remember not to talk loud. So, but it was a great experience.
Oh, he was
talked
so
to us for a
dramatic.
while. Yeah, we were glad to go there. Yeah, we did post a video yesterday if you guys want to go watch that. It was kind of a new thing we might try out, our talk show on the road. You guys think we should do that more? Let us know.
The road show would be fun.
Yeah, on the
Because
road.
you see stuff like,
Mhm.
you know, it's like, it's amazing the stuff you run into, especially these days. But you know that when we were up there, that the priest was so dramatic, and you could tell he just had so much passion for what he was doing.
Oh yeah, he
Was into that organ, man.
yeah.
He was on that thing, and he was
Yeah.
doing all that stuff. But the woman that was up there, remember, she's like, you know, and when they started talking about the rioting a little bit, whatever, she's like, and I'm a Republican. Remember she said that? I go, and it's like, well, we don't care what
Free
you are.
country, he
Yeah.
said. You
I'm
can
like,
do
just
whatever you want.
play that organ there,
Yeah,
Gladys.
fine.
I think her name was Gladys or something. She looked
Yeah.
like Gladys.
Yeah, well, New Ulm.
Wow, it was awesome.
Yeah. Down in New Ulm. Yeah, we saw a protester down there, but it had nothing to do with the protesting going on. It's something else. I don't know.
Oh, he was against something about, he handed us a pamphlet out the window, some guy.
Something nothing to do with the local protesting here, but
And we did give our quick trip, like I've wanted to do for a couple months, so I gave them a big shout out right to their counter, because without them for the last couple months, we'd have been in trouble, you know, buying the same things for holiday, you know. Quick Trip has a lot of variety, and we're gonna plug them right now because they're great, and we thank them.
friendly employees too. Very.
The hot dogs are on the roller. Everything, I asked them, I said, are you guys 100%? They're like, we're all in right now. They threw the dice and they said, let's go.
And then ultimately we were in New Ulm for the storm chasing. We picked the right spot. I think we got down there a couple hours early, but we were in the right spot, which is what we want to do.
Oh,
But we looked at the radar. Scott drove. I was radar boy, but some of the hail had showed that it was about 3.75 inches in diameter, and it's when storm chasing, you don't want to, when you see that, it's not good. You don't want to get too close. I never worry about the tornado. It's the hail I worry about. So we kind of backed out of there, and we were in the area.
It was around us, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we just didn't want to get too close to it, and we didn't see it because of the trees, and then we were not going to get too. But we were in the right spot there, so
it was really cool. And plus, it's always the countryside is always. That's what I really like, is just seeing all that different nature, and it's getting really green now. Everything's clean and green, and animals everywhere. You can't beat it. When you get in your mid-50s, that's what kind of things that make you happy, right?
Yeah, so.
Pizza and that.
And Lisa Schmeckpecker was supposed to go with us on this last Saturday.
But
she
busy.
was very busy. We had to schedule another day, I guess.
We're looking forward to that. We're going that way, east, right? Wisconsin?
Yeah, we're not going in this direction probably anymore. We're not doing that. Anymore.
It's just too busy and too much anger over there. We got to stay on this side of that side and just kind of go there in the countryside a little better, a little more peaceful. Right now.
I mean, we can hang out here in Stillwater now that everything's open.
Yeah, did you see the patio down the street down at Nonex down there?
Oh, it's beautiful. I drove by. Was it Monday in my Jeep, and I had the rag top down so my hair.
Oh yeah, blowing in the wind.
Like a Vanilla Ice song.
I see Nacho Mamas has the whole side street there too, so that's good. They got, they're doing good. People are trying.
Yeah, everyone's stopping at all the local establishments.
Leo's got
a lot of money. I think Sarah Jesperson has her axe throw in place. Maybe you got to get a team together.
Oh, there you go. She could use the biz.
Yeah, everyone's spending your
hard
money.
Hard worker.
Oh, and then once again, July 17 is that when we have your everyone plaid flannel shirt. But here's what I'm thinking. It's too bad that the Lumberjack Days is canceled, because now is when we really need to come together. Right now, over me. This is not me, but every,
Right now.
This is when we need to come together and someone.
Well, they're already partying in the streets anyway, so let's just do it.
Maybe everyone's coming together. But someone get that on the 19th of July. Someone get that. I mentioned that world's largest pandemic mask put together for charity. You put your business logo on there.
Get some free press.
Before another town does it.
What if somebody buys it? Like the big thing.
Yeah.
They want to hang it in the museum and they pay
Talk about this on another show. Someone do this.
Do it.
Before Dawson, Minnesota does it with their world's largest ball of.
Yeah, they'll roll it up right next to that twine.
We don't want.
We drove by that too the other day.
Yes, we did. We didn't stop.
The big ear of corn.
Yeah.
What town was that?
Out by Dazzle.
Dazzle.
Dazzling City.
Delano, Dazzle. Boy, it's growing. I mean, I found a Bobcat bucket. I've been looking for a couple months, so I pulled this Bobcat dealer. I couldn't believe. I thought I died and went to Bobcat heaven. It was like there was thousands of them there, and it was a graveyard too, wasn't it, Miles? There was some burned ones, and I was gonna say a little prayer almost, because it was like I've been on a bobcats and stuff.
Acres of
Acres of
bobcats.
bobcats, and the guy had piles of papers on his desk, and I'm like, hey, I got
It was
300
like
bucks.
the elephant graveyard. You've heard about it in Africa. It was the bobcat
It was
graveyard.
bobcat
But there was
graveyard.
live ones too.
Oh,
you know.
mostly,
Mostly, but it was mostly live.
but there was 500 buckets and attachments, and I actually found the exact thing I was looking for. It was like finding, whatever, a jelly bean down there, and it was awesome. And I whipped out 300 bucks, and he took it. So we came back today.
What was his name again?
Tim Cox, but he had papers on his desk. I couldn't believe it. Surrounded, wasn't it, Miles? It was like, you work too hard. He's like, yep, that's all I do.
And I took a picture of me at stacks of bobcat.
Oh, God, it was great.
Manila folders. And I wanted to say, they're computers, but maybe that's the system he's most comfortable
And
with.
of course, when we stopped at Casey's to get a pop or something before we went there, we started talking about him, and the woman behind the counter says, "Yeah, that's my nephew." And he was like, I just went, "Oh my God!" They all know each other. Town of what is it, 1,500 there?
Yeah.
But
The Dazzle Calcato
the
School
small
District,
town.
the Chargers. They have a good football program out there.
we still got a small town feel here in beautiful Stillwater. A lot of the same families that have been here forever and all that. But this town is growing, isn't it? It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Bigger and bigger. I like that small town out there. That's great.
I like New Ulm, you guys. Go down to New Ulm
that's
sometime.
a great little town. Old
Very
buildings.
German. People walk around very German-like.
Yep.
I can say this because I'm mostly German.
I'm 50%.
So.
What do they call it? Not German. What is it when you're a lot of European? What is it? I don't know. I did that
European.
swab test, or
I
you
gotta
send
do
in.
that. I gotta do that.
That's the Englishman, and that's
Yeah.
the asshole in me. But excuse my language, that's what that is.
I think my dad is mostly German and then my mom is mostly Swedish. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, it's crazy, isn't it? Well, anyway, what do you think?
Well, I think anything other you want to announce or not?
I don't know if I should.
Okay, well, we'll move on from there.
Yeah,
So
that's all
we
right.
didn't really write anything down as normal here, so we'll end transmission, but I think we're only going to do about once a week with the shows here at 8 o'clock as the sun is setting here. And now that the pandemic it's kind of ended, I don't know how many more shows we're going to do.
Well, we'll see.
I'll
Who
see.
cares?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, we'll do
Peace.
it. Yeah. Take care, everyone. And end scene.
Cut. Brr.